Hello, Braid. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day. All right. Where were we? Was I supposed to go into the Empire thing? I think I was. And I think maybe I was trying to fight a little bit for some reason. Hello, Egg. I can't watch the stream. Someone is sleeping on my leg and I don't want to wake. So bye. Okay, Braid, you have a good one. Hello, Prado. Hello, Medic Benny. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day. I think this guy might be dead. Oh, the dogs are going crazy right behind me. I want to die. Let's do it. I'll be back in just a second, guys. The dogs are doing something. I don't know what. But they are not in here. Sorry guys, there was a thunderstorm just came through outside, so I hadn't let the puppy out in quite some time because of the thunderstorm, and so she peed in the laundry room and I had to clean it up real quick. So I think it stopped now, but it was going just a little bit ago, and it rained really, really hard, really, really fast. Flooded the basement just a little bit, I think. Well, it didn't flood the basement. It got into the basement a little bit. Oh man, I'm only running on 5 hours of sleep right now, guys. And I stayed up until like 5 in the morning working on the house. Woke up at 10. What are these dogs doing, dude? Oi. Tara knows Raise. I think she knows it just from learning it herself. With quad. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get that specific. I'm Eastern Colorado. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of a lot of places have been getting these crazy storms. It's not uncommon for us to get crazy storms every once in a while. But today's was a lot of water, like maybe about 2 years ago or 3 years ago we had really, 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 really bad storms. And then today's was almost like those, but it didn't last as long because those ones like flooded out roads and stuff. But I think it did get into the basement a little bit, and I have been meaning to buy some of those because my house doesn't have good grading at the front because basically it comes like down into the house kind of. So I've been meaning to buy myself some of those like water bag things basically, and I did as the storm was storming and it was going into my basement today. I ordered some. I was like, okay, I need this. I've been needing it for a long time. Today's the day I'm getting it. July is our hottest and rainiest month every single year. Yep. Oh, my coffee's ready. I need to go get me some coffee. That might help me. Yeah, what really sucks is that I have a pump on right now for the water, and it needs turned off tonight before I go to sleep because the tower's almost full. And then we get this I was gonna do it before I started the stream, but then there's like a monstrous thunderstorm out there, and I'm not even sure I could get over there right now. So so I had to just basically I just got to try to go after the stream, I think. But I couldn't go before the stream because there was so much rainfall. Just kidding. Okay, let me get... What's up, Sir Cal? I'm going to get a little bit more money to get like eye drops and stuff, and then we're going to be out of here. I'm in eastern Nebraska. What's up? Hello, Sir Cal. We get the rain and snow, then starts from where you're at. Okay. That starts from where you're at. And at some times of the year, isn't it coming from your direction, I think? I think it goes both ways between us, depending on what time of year it is. Today I went to Home Depot and got a bunch of supplies for the project, and I took one trip of the stuff that I pulled out last night to the dump, and I got the next one in the van, but then it started pouring, so that was the end of that. Then I got some groceries and some other stuff today. Made a town trip out of it. I'm playing Final Fantasy X for the second time in my life and having a blast. Might be getting more into turn-based games. I never really liked the genre in the past. Okay, Sir Cow. I can understand not liking turn-based games. In fact, didn't even really, like, so the idea of a turn-based game for me, like when I first played Final Fantasy, I was so young that it didn't even dawn on me that I was playing a turn-based game. Like, didn't really realize that. Like, I just played it. And then as I got older, then I played like, Pokemon Blue or Red or whatever. And then that's when I like realized what could put together that this is like a turn-based game. Not that, obviously I knew, obviously I was playing it. I just didn't. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But, yeah, so I don't even know where I was going. Now I'm all like self-conscious. Anyways, when I was young, it didn't register to me what a turn-based game was. I was just playing a turn-based game, but I didn't realize I was playing a turn-based game. And not until like Pokemon. So like I don't even really think about Final Fantasy as a turn-based game because I just played it before I like put that became like a thing in my mind, if that makes sense. That was a lot of story to say nothing. We didn't even call them RPGs as a kid. I get it, it's an older guy thing. We just played the games. Exactly. There you go. Alright, that should be good. Let's go. Well, hate to define it for you, sir, but Final Fantasy is the quintessential definition of turn-based. Right. Well, that's kind of the point of what I was trying to make with all that, is like, this is definitely a turn-based game, but I never thought about it when I was a kid. That's exactly what I was saying. Hello, Doomy. I have, like, the treasure hunter with me. What does it matter if the door's locked? Everything gets labeled now because people weren't content with not categorizing everything, every little thing. Yep. about to fall in. Same thing happened with music genres. Right? Oh, man. I knew I was gonna fall in. What's up, Graveyard? Dude, I seriously don't know how to get past that one. I need to slow down and watch it. Ow, oh, my finger, ow. I tried to pop it and it's like, you are not popping me right now. Oh, I'm sorry, finger. Please don't be mad at me. Where are we? Almost floating island? I don't know. We are at the Empire base. So last night, I started working, well, I worked on the house all day, pretty much. But then I started working again at night to get that second ceiling out, the one that I originally thought was the ceiling in the living room, and then there was like a second ceiling below it I didn't know about. So I demoed that ceiling, and I worked until like 5 in the morning, which was pretty crazy. And then, yeah, so I slept until like 10, I think. Oh man, but I'm pretty exhausted today. Then I had to wake up and go into town and run some errands. I didn't really work on the house today. I took a little bit of the trash over to the dump. That's it. I do have to sister the joists in that living room, yes. And I might add a couple of 2x4s to that ceiling, because the 2x4s that are in there are like, a lot of them are like really crooked, and I don't like it. So I might try to overkill the ceiling. We'll see. I'd rather just do it better. I'd rather just do it better than needs done now than ever do it again. If that makes sense. But I'm always kind of like, I don't know. I'm always pretty critical of how I do a project. That's a good one. Let's see. Which one of these? Oh, Bismarck. Okay. Gravity Vanish Berserk. Bio Break and Death. Yeah, so in that floor, there's one joist that needs replaced, and then there's all the joists need sistered, and then I'm doing that seal plate on the like the foundation to the outside of the house. The seal plate is disintegrated. One of my buddies had a huge beam over at his garage here in town, so I got the seal plate beam for free. I just got to cut it down to size because what he gave me is bigger than what I need. But it's treated. It's a really hefty beam. Like, took me and my buddy to get it over here, and we cut it before we moved it. What? Oh, because she needs... What's up, Defo? Nice to see you. Sorry. I missed it because I wasn't looking behind Sir Cal's comment. My bad. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day. Hope you all had a good day. This is gonna make me drop down. which I need to. And then the main beam, like under like the center point of my house, that needs done too. It doesn't necessarily need done. Like what's there is working, but it's really not correct. And it probably will work forever, but it's not correct. But I was talking to one of my other buddies in town. My boss for the transportation director, who's my boss, and he had some ideas about how to do that besides the way that the structural engineer wanted me to do it, that are going to be way easier and just as good. I mean, not just as good, because that's why the structural engineer tells you to do it X way, right? Because that's what he thinks is the best way to do it. But it's just as good. I mean, when the structural engineer was talking about some of the problems with the foundation, or the like bottom joists and beam and stuff, I was like, so you're telling me that I just need to put in a 1,000 pavers all along the floor? And he was like, I've seen it done. So he didn't say no. He said, I've seen it done, because he's not going to recommend that I do that, but he knows that that'll fix the problem, you know? So, yeah. I have been having very easy work days. It's great. Good, Defo. I'm glad. Get a little bit of a break. No, I was just about to claim all the treasure buried in the ground beneath the big stairway for my own. Buried in the ground beneath the big stairway for my own. You know, all that treasure buried underneath the Funny. Buried underneath the big stairway, guys. I bought another Final Fantasy gift bundle magic box. It was only $150. That is stupid cheap. Right on. Are you gonna sell that one? Like resell? Or are you gonna keep two? Oh, my camera's not good. There we go. What's Final Fantasy gift bundle Magic Box? It is like Magic the Gathering cards. I'll let Defo tell you. Well, it's... I don't know if he wants me to tell you or if he wants to tell you. I'll let him tell you. I don't want to take away the shine of Defo's cards. Because, I know how I am when I'm collecting something. Is it bad that I want to get in on Defo's stuff just to make money? Like, I want to become the scalper. I promise it's only because hustling's in my nature. Be the scalper. Be one with the scalping. I'm sure not remembering this part of the game. Oh, okay, I did that once with Walking Dead and Magic the Gathering. They had a limited series, and this streamer I used to watch was bagging on Magic partnering with Walking Dead and how silly it was, so I bought one just to spite him. Right on. Oh, it's funny. There's a new set called Edge of Eternities, and I knew it was going to be good, so I ordered a deck for 40 and it's already 70 and it hasn't come out yet. Oh wow. Well, Defo, I don't know if you want to contribute to my new scalping endeavor, but let me know when you got all these inside scoops on the next thing coming out. So I'm super curious because you say it's 100 or 250 already. How do you find another one for 150? Did you find one at like a random retail store or something? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It would be so rad to have a Magic the Gathering Diablo set. Honestly, Kaiser, the best buy right now is the Final Fantasy gift box. But if they're... so I'm confused, because if... I understand that you can maybe get one for 150 if you just found it at a retail store. But other than that, how do you get one for 150 when they're going for 250? I need a coffee, guys. Look at this. Look at this aura here. This aura is aura. You like that? I used aura. This aura is not working out well right now because there's no coffee on this desk. Whew. Yes, there needs to be a coffee on this desk. The gift bundle is $150 and the collector's box is $12.50. Two different products. Oh, okay. Where's this? The collector's box went from $2.50 to $12.50. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So, what was the gift bundle originally? 40 or something, and then now it's up to 150 or something like that, or 70. Wasn't it like 60 or 70? I think I looked it up before you got it when you were talking about it. The gift bundle was 50 at launch. Okay. And you think that it's going to end up being much more than 150, and that's what you're saying, why you think it's that if I were to get anything, you think I should get that because you think it's going to end up being much more than 150? What's the time of return on that? Crypto has not been nice to me in the last day or two. Actually, it wasn't really that bad for me as it was for most people because I got out really early yesterday. But I got out of everything I could except for I had some stuff staked. Oh, no way, bro. And then, but I did get back in, because since I was awake working on the project, I was able to be there when the low turned. But if it starts going back down again, then I'll be in I only got back in for a little bit on a couple because yesterday was such a, or the day before yesterday was such a crazy day that I didn't want to get in and risk a lot. But those went up, it did bounce back again today, but then those started going down a little bit right about before I got on the stream. I decided to just let them ride because I think they're going to come back up. But if the market continues to correct, I might get off stream and be out a couple more bucks. But this time I'm just going to hold. Yes, a couple days ago I sold because the market was so high that I didn't think it was going to come back to that. I foresaw it going down much more, and it did. And I was very happy that I was out. Oh man. I'm just learning it because I just started doing it recently, but it's kind of crazy. And then you gotta like trying to learn how to mess with it when. So there's just like stock hedge funds. There's like people who represent bigger money. And so like sometimes you can have like well, I mean you can have this with stocks too, but stocks are crypto. Sometimes you can have like one of these companies that represent many people and they own like 60% of the stock. So if they sold on you, like if it peaked and they decided they wanted to sell, they basically crash it. So yeah, it's very interesting. You got to be careful. I've been being careful, thankfully, even though I just started, but I'm really glad I have been because yeah, I could have lost my butt yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before. It was the day before? Or was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday. That working until 5 in the morning really screwed up my whole me knowing what day it is, what time it is. Working on the living room till 5 in the morning screwed all that up. I think it was yesterday. I've just been messing with some crypto so far, Sir Cal, but I am going to start getting some stocks too. And when I get stocks, I think I'm just gonna stick to the people who run the world, basically. General Electric, I don't know, Apple, Tesla, blah blah blah. Now would be a pretty good time to get an Apple, I think, because I was looking at it and it looks like it went down quite a bit recently. But I don't know, because I've never ever messed with this stuff, so I'm learning a little bit here and there. But Definitely not like putting all my eggs in that basket. I'd invest in AI, dude. Yeah, that is one of the things I was gonna do. Yeah, like the people who basically run the world, and then like robotics and AI companies. I think you can't go too wrong there. You know, the pharmaceutical giants I don't think are going away anytime soon. So, yeah, there's that. Beyond there is the Esper world. 'Tis an eerie place. We're counting on you, Terra. Gift bundle being sold way less than it should. The gift bundle is already being sold for way less than it should. Wait, sounds like you're talking stock. I've only been buying cards for 2 months now, and I already have doubled my investment. Have you doubled your investment actually selling cards, or like you've doubled your investment in theory if you sold? There was a box of Persona 5 playing cards that sold for 30, and they're now worth 800. Oh, nice. I'd invest in AI. Stocks are okay for pocket change, but then you gotta watch out for capital gains tax. You have to dump heavily into stocks to make money, like 10K plus, right? Yep. You know what? This is gonna. Oh my gosh! I can't believe I'm saying this, because I'm not really for the whole idea of going to the digital currency, but they're gonna do it anyways. But I didn't realize that the United States digital currency is already a thing until I started messing around with the crypto stuff. And then I'm like, holy crap, this is the United States digital currency right here. Like, that's already a thing. Tear quickly the gate. Kefka, you follow us here. I haven't sold them. They're only going way up. Well, anyways, my point to that, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is if you want to get better rates than what your bank's giving you, just putting your money into the United States digital currency gives you like a 5% return. Can't believe I just said that. Cannot believe I just said that. Just like the Emperor said, give them Terra and they'll open the gate for us. In other words, you've been playing into our hands all along. But I have no business with you. I'm here to open the way to my promised glory. You'd better think again, Kefka. Oh dear, you want to fight, don't you? This is just dreadful. We have to keep Kefka busy until Terra can get through the gate. Ow. Oh. Ow or oh? Oh, the door is opening. The door is opening. I can't believe I said it, dude. I can't believe I did not advocate for it. I just said that it gives a better return than your bank. That's all I said. I didn't advocate for it. I didn't say go do it. I just said, for the record, it gives a better return than your bank. They're gonna make us do it, guys. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Oh, it's terrible. I can't believe I said it. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's coming this way. I'll never forgive myself. Oh, such frightful energy. I deserve everything you guys say after I said that, you know? Every bit of it. Guys, there's a Fed. I knew it. Yeah. I think that when we moved to the well, I don't know. I was gonna say I think when we moved to the digital currency, we're past the Fed at that point. Like we're straight up like, cause who? Here's the thing. Ah, man, can we talk about this? I don't know if we can talk about this. There is a family, you know, who's the banking family. Like, and I'm not talking about the American banking family. I'm talking about the banking family, you know, even above the American banking family. And they probably are the ones who are going to control the Fed, right? I mean, like, behind the scenes, because they control it now, and you couldn't imagine that they're going to let go of control. They'd never do that. That's why I always find it hilarious when people are talking about like who the richest people in the world are. It's like, especially because if you know the number of how much money they have, then they're not the richest person in the world. I promise you. I promise you. I always laugh when I hear people like, you know, I'm watching a podcast and they're talking about like Bill Gates or Elon Musk, the richest man, you know, the richest people in the world, and I'm like, no, like the richest family in the world has not changed for a very, 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 very long time, and it's probably never going to. I mean, short of like, you know, things happening. Yeah, we're talking about definitely some of those that we can. I mean, there's you know, I'm being cryptic on purpose for sure, right? I watch a lot of podcasts. I watched like yesterday, or while I've been working on this project, I've been listening to Joe Rogan because the podcasts are so long that I don't got to go like keep messing with the computer. I do have to sit through the commercials because I don't go there over to the computer to skip them because I'm working, so I just listen to the commercials. But he doesn't have that many commercials, to be honest, in his stuff. So, and it's, anyways, the long form is great for me working on the living room because I can, you know, it's so long that I can just zone out and keep working and keep working and keep working. That's what I did last night when I worked from like 11 till 5 in the morning. The espers all flew off together. The Imperials ran off too, as if they were afraid of something. Which way did the espers go? Toward the Imperial capital. Vector? We're almost to Vector. Well, and the thing is, Defo, like, is that it's not even a mystery. Like, we all know, like, well, anyone who's, like, anyone our age knows. But yeah, they're never in the Forbes, like, you know, most wealthy people. They're coming this way. Tara, watch out. What was that? Sparrow, get down. Espers, what are they going? Where are they going? They were angry. They were angry. No, you mustn't go. Please don't go. More importantly, why are we shaking? Because of the Espers. Sparrow, I've lost control of the ship. Sorry, Sir Cow, I got caught up in the game about the question of what podcast I listen to. Give me just a sec. So, I wonder if there's any other podcasts that I really listen to now. There used to be. Hello, Sniper. Thanks for dropping by. You know, one that I haven't really watched, but that I think I would be interested in, and I might start watching, is, I think it's like, is it Dave Smith, that dude? Every time I see him on something, I feel like he's pretty on point most of the time. Or at least, like, he's not like necessarily against, like, hearing the other side of things, which I think is huge nowadays, because everyone nowadays is against hearing the other side of things. Oh yeah, and I have actually been watching Corbett since everyone's been talking about it in the chat. It's pretty good. And I used to watch him a long time ago when he was on YouTube, but I haven't watched him very much since then. Sorry guys, but I have been watching some of his stuff lately since you guys have kept talking about him and stuff. Somehow we need to convince the Espers to lend us their aid. Ooh. Whoa, Sir Cal, Jesus. Jesus. Did that show up in the YouTube chat? It couldn't have. It definitely didn't. Oh, bro. It showed up on the Restream chat. Sir Cal. Yes, Sir Cal, yes, okay, yes. He says, I wish I could tell y'all what he said, but obviously YouTube blocked it for a reason. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. He made millions off Magic the Gathering. Yesterday I was like, Final Fantasy gift bundle is too cheap, so I bought another one. Did you just, for real, Sir Cal? Buy me one, will ya? Then an hour later, Alpha Investments did a video saying the gift bundle is too cheap, so everyone should buy it. There, I said it. Suck it, YouTube. There's no way it showed up in the YouTube chat, did it? No, it didn't. Okay. I saw it on the Restream, though. It came through. Patterns being recognized. The price is going to go up because a lot of people watch him and are now probably buying them. You've had too much to think, right? Are we talking about those we cannot talk about? Wait, pause. What podcast you listen to? The richest people in the world are not the ones that are talked about on TV. People are giving the Palantir too much slack. Trump just allowed them to do a database of every individual in America, including literally everything about them. Bet you the news didn't report it. Yeah, I'm not really being too impressed with our boy, to be honest with you. But I also don't keep up too well, so half the time I don't even really know what's going on. I'm only seeing the extreme clickbait news. The stuff that gets in front of my eyes even when I'm trying not to see it. Even when I don't care. I'm like, I don't care, and they're like, well, if you don't care, we got this news for you. You need to check out, it's an Adam Curry, he invented the podcast in early 2000, and John Dvorak. You've been here, you'll understand if you start listening. Alright, I'll check it out. James Corbett is the man, been listening to him for 14 years, and he's never been wrong. Thumbs up, Dave Smith is cool, but he's not 100%. Okay. You have to keep in mind most people are not giving you what is the I'm not sure what the symbol is there. Oh, let me go over to YouTube. It's hard to listen to Ozzy now without being emotional. You know, I've been listening to Black Sabbath every day of my life. I'm sorry, Defo. My big dog is laying instead of laying on one of the 2 dog beds that's in the room, he's laying in the little walkway that I made myself while I'm doing construction. So there's literally no way for me to get out of here without trying to step over him. And if he wakes up while I'm trying to step over him, he'll stand up real quick. It's gonna be a nightmare. If you see me fall on my butt, that's what's going on. Did he die too? No way! I saw him on a news headline today, but I didn't know it was because he died. I'm trying not to pay attention to any of this crap. Oh, brother! Sir Cal was like, give me my rippable shirts. I'm going in the mirror. One last time for him. like when you said that, I realized that the reason I saw his picture today is probably because he passed, because you saying that, and I'm like, no. That sucks, bro. The Hulkster, he's gone. The Hulkster and the Rock Legend, both gone in 1 week. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I put it wrong. So it was like 2 weeks since Ozzy's last concert, right? And that was like his farewell concert. And so let's go into if we can have this conversation without getting it out of. We got to be careful how we talk. You know, we've seen these videos where they talk about, their record deals and making it and all this stuff, right? And they talk about making deals, right? And then 2 weeks, only 2 weeks after his right or less than his last concert, and he's gone. Am I the only one who's like, I don't know. I know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know the dude was looking pretty rough, but that's pretty fast after you quit. Anyone on that idea? There's none. That wasn't my theory, but I mean, if they actually legit had an island for these for people like that could work. But I mean, then you'd have to sign that contract. I guess, to be honest, if you could fulfill the first contract, you can probably fulfill the second contract. So they probably would stay on the island. I don't know. Especially a lot of the ones who aren't just doing it for themselves. Like, they do care about their families and want their families to be straight and stuff like that. I just watched the video recorded last year of Billy Idol singing No More Tears with Zach Wilde and Tony Trujillo. It was amazing. One of my neighbors when I was a kid was a Trujillo. One of my friends. His name wasn't Joe, was it? I don't remember. I feel like maybe it was. I think his name was Joseph. I'm not sure. Sir Cal's over here with his file on me. He's like, yeah, we knew that already. What else do you know about me, Sir Cal? Don't say it. Don't read your file on me while I'm streaming, okay? The music industry has a certain mafia and they kill. That's about it. Yep. Well, and then there's the 27 Club, right? Which, you know, you can either say you do or don't believe in, but most certainly is kind of strange. You don't brush your teeth in the morning all the time. Damn, he got me again. How do you know that? You're watching me? Oh, man. Sir Cal's like, well, I wouldn't watch you if you'd stop streaming everything you do. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty easy to watch you. Actually, that's part of my, I mean, I started the other channel before I started the gaming channel, actually. But I always think that when I'm streaming, I'm like, they're watching me anyways. Might as well share it with the world. Diary of a Madman is such an insane album from 1991. The Randy's riffs are so timeless. Listen to Believer and Diary of a Madman, the title song. Right on. What am I doing? Why am I still doing this? Where am I supposed to be going? Let me grab a coffee and then I'll try to move forward, guys, instead of just sitting here fighting. I think it's because when the conversation gets good, it's so easy for me to just sit here and like just talk to you guys and not really worry about the game. And then after I've been having these really hard days of work, it's kind of enjoyable to do that, to be honest. Dude, I checked my bags because I ordered online on Home Depot, and the only reason I did it is because as you're doing the projects, you know how you're like thinking about things as you're going. So I just get on the site and put it in the cart as I'm going, and then I don't forget things that I need. And then, you know, it's actually kind of nice to have it ready when I get there too. I never used to do that, but that's kind of nice too. But it's mostly because I make my lists like as I need things. I do it with King Soopers too. I like get on there and like put it in my cart, and then I may not order groceries for a couple more days, but whatever I thought about 3 days ago is already in the cart. But so I checked everything, and everything was on there. Everything I got, they gave me everything I needed. And I just looked in the bag again just now, because seal plate is one of the first things I'm going to be doing. And so I started looking at all the seal plate stuff, and the concrete screws that they gave me are 4 inches and not 6.5. So now I got to go back to Home Depot. Well, I'll probably go somewhere closer, but frustrating. So I don't have the bolts that I'm going to bolt down to the cement with for the seal plate, because they gave me ones that were too short. And then when I try to return those, no, it should return all right, because I'm sure they scanned those ones. Anyways, no, it's not going to return all right, because I already paid. I had already paid online. So when I try to return those, they're going to ring up for less than what I actually paid for them. So that's great. That'll be a fun interaction. I hope it goes well, honestly. Hope they're not like, oh no, these are the ones you got. It's like, oh, but I already paid for these ones. I don't want to argue about this. Just give me my money. Give me my money. Oh, Vector. They said they flew to Vector. Okay. Pretty sure I can't get in Vector, though. Let me go check. Today I got a box in the mail. It was just a plastic box that holds one deck of Magic cards and a tray for dice, and it's so incredibly awesome. I love being a nerd. Get excited over small things, right? I'll tell you what, even though this project's been hard and it's going to continue to be hard, it's very satisfying. Like actually seeing one of the things that I needed to do on my house get done in a short amount of time instead of like really slowly over a long period of time, it feels so good. I'm so ready to have like a big project done and not just like a little step here, a little step here, a little step here. It's so frustrating sometimes. Actually, let's go there. Well, no, does he have heal? Can he heal? No. Okay, who teaches healing? This one? Yes. Blizzard, thunder, raise, fire. Oh, it lets you switch them off? I kind of like that. I think it's cool. But, like, part of, like, yeah, it was frustrating when you played this game back in the day and you couldn't switch them off. But, like, that's more realistic, right? They're not with your party. They're using that Esper. So, I have mixed feelings about that. But it's cool, and then it's also like, maybe I liked it the other way, where you couldn't switch them off the Esper if you didn't have them in your party. I always... Never mind. I was going to make a joke about like 10 minutes ago, but I decided never mind. The time has passed. Well, maybe when I do my my game collection, because you know I want to do a stream someday where I show my game collection to y'all, because I'm sure that we'll have a lot of good conversation. We already have those conversations without it, but it'd be cool to show y'all, because I know that we all enjoy our collections and stuff. And then maybe when I do that defo, I'll just show you a little bit of the magic stuff that I have or something. We'll see. Although I don't really have anything really cool for magic, so maybe not. I'll just be like, there's my magic cards that have been sitting in storage for the past 10 years. Never. I keep almost making jokes that I shouldn't make, so I need to stop. Get it under control. Oh, I was going to tempt. Trade for dice. Spots. I think we're at the part of the game where your money no longer really becomes too much of a problem. cards that have been sitting for 10 years. That makes me excited. Dude, I'm obviously biased. It's like saying how this is my favorite Final Fantasy, right? But Magic back in the day, way better than Magic now. But that's me being so biased. What in the world happened? And I mean, and that's not me like talking about the collection. Not the collection's awesome. What I mean is like in general Magic now. Not like, I'm not talking about your collections. That's not what I mean. I mean like the competitive cards, not the like special edition type stuff. Yeah, I just feel like it was so cool back then. Dude, like the dragon deck that I made, so sick. I hope I still have all the dragons if we ever do go looking through that. I'm nerding out with you now, look. Defo's rubbing off on me. It's all Defo's fault, guys. It is not my fault. He was talking about nerding out, and I just, you know, I went full nerd. I was like, you know, I got Magic cards that have been sitting for 10 years. Actually, literally everyone on Earth says Magic was better back in the day, except for the kids who just started playing it, probably, because they don't even know, right? Shit, you just went through Magitech Factory, huh? Yeah, I did, yes. What's up, R to the K? What in the world happened? And what happened here? Wait, did the Espers do this? No, they couldn't have. It was like this when we got here. What in the world happened? The Emperor is expecting you this way, please. I've lost my will to fight. The Emperor's had a change of heart. Cid? The Espers came to save their friends. When they learned that none of them were alive, they ravaged the entire city. Their shrieks of rage will haunt me forever. We're hanging up our weapons for good. The war is over. The power of those Espers, I had no idea. They'll destroy the entire world if we don't do something. We're utterly helpless against them. We must find a way to calm their rage. We should never lust after power we lack the means to control. Friends, let us speak more over dinner tonight. There are still some soldiers who'd prefer to keep fighting. Please talk to as many as you can before dinner and make them understand. You have 4 minutes until dinner. Please talk to as many soldiers as you can. Dinner preparation. Maybe if I get my living room done and my wife and my son aren't home yet, like maybe if I get the living room done and there's still time before my wife and my son come home, we could do like we could look through the collection then, because I don't really want to I don't want to be looking through my collection with my son like around. Like, because I don't want him to like grab my like Chrono Trigger box and like start running around with it or whatever. You know, that would freak me out. I already don't, like, my stuff's already not in great condition. Like, I was never like, oh, I'm doing this as a collector, you know? Vanilla, you got to play T Edition. I don't know if you played this before Vanilla, but the ROM hack's so much better. Okay. Just don't forget Shadow. Where's Shadow? Actually, don't tell me where he is. Rather, if I miss him or I forget him, then tell me that I missed him or forgot him. But can't you get him in the after the world blows up anyways? Like after the does the world actually blow up? I don't know if it's like the world blows up, but in the aftermath. It's been a long time since I played this game. Could be wrong about what I'm even saying. Wait for me on Floating Island. That evening, a banquet was held with the emperor. This way, please. I'll sit with the returners if that's all right. Yeah, you could totally tell. Like, if I miss it, you could be like, hey, you just missed it. That's fine. But don't tell me, because so far I haven't looked up anything on this playthrough because I've played this game a couple times before. So it'd be pretty cool if I could get through the whole game without without having to ask for specific help, like specific situational help. At least we can all be together sharing a meal at the same table. To what shall we raise our glasses? I'm sure there's a combination of what I type here that is like the right thing to say, but I'm just gonna say what I want. Dude, he poisoned a ton of people. Yeah, let me handle that guy. Let me go in that cell. It was all the result of foolish lust for power. I've come to my senses now. With your permission, I'd like to move on to discussing the Espers. Because I now believe that working together is our only hope. Some of my men still do not believe we should have ended the war. I felt that it might be better that they might better understand if they could meet you face to face. The Empire has been ravaged by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're just too powerful. If we don't do something, they'll tear the entire world apart. When the Espers came through on their rampage, all the ambitions faded in an instant. Now I find myself asking why I ever wanted that much power in the first place. Of course, there is no excuse for atrocities I committed in the name of the conquest. By the way, what was the first question you asked me a minute ago? That's right. Anyway, I truly desire peace. I want you to understand that. You must be getting tired. Why don't we take a short break? Is there anything you wish to hear me say? Alright, I swear right now that there's no more fighting, and now I have a favor to ask. After they attacked us, the Esper flew off northwards toward Crescent. Did I just miss Shadow by not taking a break right there? I might have, huh? I don't know. I don't even know if when you said, see, sometimes when people say stuff like they aren't even talking about like where you're at now, but then it makes you think that they're talking about where you're at now. So then, like, now I'm freaking out about, like, did I just miss Shadow? After they attacked us, the Espers flew off northwards towards Crescent Island. We have no way of knowing when they'll decide to go on another rampage. We need to find them and convince them to set aside their aggression before that happens. But considering all the Empire has done to them, I doubt that they will be willing to listen to us. And that's why I need Terra's help. Terra is the only one who can bridge the gap between the humans and the Espers. I have a Magitech armor transport ship moored in the port of Albrook. I had hoped to send it to Crescent Island with all haste. Would you please go on board? I'll have my top general and some of his troops accompany you as well as well as General Leo. I'm General Leo. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Didn't I see that guy in Doma? Oh, right. He was one of the principals. So that's General Leo, huh? Isn't that Ezekiel, retainer of the King of Doma? Returner and the King of Doma? Please forgive me for not being there to stop Kefka. Thou art not at fault for what happened. I'll be waiting for you in Albrook. Please find the Espers and convince them to cease their attacks. You are our only hope. If Terra goes, I go. Defo, thank you. The rest of you stay here. I smell a rat. As I do. It's hard to trust the Emperor just like that. We shall remain here and watch for anything out of the ordinary. Thanks. You'll be our eyes and ears. Keep your guard up. Right. You be careful too. Those weapons that they said they unlocked, are they here? Are they like in this area where I'm at now? You can tell me this is little. Or are they like... Were they in here? Let's see, what did he say? He said... Come on, game. And why is my sound off? Don't do that, game. Okay, he said... We will also unlock the armory at the Imperial Observation Post to the east. Imperial Observation, but northeast, southwest. That's probably up here. Here was probably where I was. You get better stuff based on how your replies and how many soldiers you talk to. I will never be able to forgive Kefka. God, how dare they put me in a place like this, huh? I just can't believe it. What a bore. What? I was joking. It was hilarious. That's hilarious. I was joking. And it's real. It's like, no, don't joke. We really do let you do that. Let me take my place on the throne. Oh man, it's 12 o'clock. That's when I was gonna call it tonight. Especially I still gotta go turn off that water pump. Otherwise I will overflow the tower. Well, I won't. I don't know that I'll overflow the tower, but there's a good possibility. It's very close to full. And it's not a good look when your neighbors come over and they're like, hey, there's water coming out of the overflow. Which they've never done, but that's never happened, but I don't want it to. You're sitting there charging them, right? Which, honestly, we really do need the money, because one day we're gonna need a new tower. And these people think that we just, everything we do is free. Are you loyal to the Empire? What am I supposed to say, guys? What? Uh-oh. I didn't even say yes or no, did I? I didn't. I said back up because I wasn't ready. You just might be able to do it. Listen, youngsters, please don't give up. I kind of want to find the weapons that they're talking about, because I'm worried I won't remember when I start the next stream. Did they mean over there? Isn't it? Is it in here? This is it. Okay, good. Okay, we found the weapons. Alright guys, so tomorrow we continue. We need to go to Albrook. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm super tired. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. My son and my wife are coming to visit for a little bit tomorrow, but I need to try to like, they're gonna want to come in. I mean, she's already seen what I'm doing. She knows where it's at. The project, I mean. But they're gonna come just take a look at it. And even though the house is a mess, and that's just the situation why I'm doing a project, I do want to kind of tidy it up just a little bit so they can walk around and look at what's going on. And then I need to do some laundry, dishes, and keep working on the project. So there's a lot to do tomorrow, or today, I guess, because now it is today. Now tomorrow is today. But I hope you all have a great day. I hope that you conquer in your own right. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Check out Alpha Investments. Good night. See ya, Defo. Thank you. Graveyard Shift. Thank you. Circal. Thank you. Braid and Real Goose. And did I say Graveyard? If I didn't, Graveyard. Yeah, thank you. And Medic Benny. Thank you, everybody. And R to the K. R to the K, thank you. And Sniper. All you guys. I hope you all have a great one. Everyone else watching. I do appreciate everyone watching, whether you chat or not. But I do appreciate the conversation because this is as close as I get to my friends. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you hopefully around 9 p.m. tonight, Mountain Time. Bye, guys.